You want to know how I made this pantry staple Rotel with just a few ingredients? Come on in here and get in this video, y'all. This was pantry, refrigerator, and freezer meal. Come on, get into this video, y'all. Get into this video. Hey, everybody. It's me. I'm back. And it's been a while since I've done a video. So I'm back, y'all. I've been kind of trying to get myself together, get some situations done, and just kind of relax a little bit, okay? Because I needed it, okay, y'all? So I'm back. It's not with one of the videos that I said that I was going to bring, because I'm going to do one of them on a live this week, okay? So be looking out for that video, okay? From those, that video that I said that I was going to be doing some of these freezer meals, okay? So that video will be coming out on a live this week, okay? But then another one I'll probably just do like on a regular video like this, okay? But let's get in here. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit a thumbs up as well, leave a comment please down below. Share these videos everywhere you go. Tell them that T-Vlog is over here cooking on these videos, y'all. All right, so with that being said, I am coming back to bring making some I'm gonna kind of make some Rotel, okay? But I'm not using Rotel tomatoes, okay, y'all? I'm just gonna use some diced up stuff that they usually use in the Rotel, okay? But I'm making like a turkey Rotel, okay? So follow me on in here. Go by the step by step with me, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm doing, okay? Now this is just gonna be super easy. And I'm just going to put everything together. And it's from my pantry, okay? And my freezer. So it's a pantry freezer meal, okay? All right, y'all. See you in the side of the next one. Flip it. Hey, everybody. I am glad to be back doing something for you guys. So now I got here wrapped up a piece of onion. Over here, I got some jalapenos. And over here, I got a can of diced tomatoes. Now, this is my way of making Rotel. When you don't have Rotel tomatoes, you do what you do. So we chop that onion. You see, we got the onions chopped. So now we're finna chop these jalapenos. And they did their thing too. Okay. So now here, I'm getting ready to get some seasonings in this bowl so we can season up this turkey. Now, we got some Himalayan salt here. We have some black pepper corns. We got some fine grated onion powder. We got some garlic powder. I need to get some more. We got some smoked paprika. I need some more of that too. And we got some oregano. So now we're just going to add just a little bit of each of these seasonings into this bowl, because we got definitely season up the Rotel. Because the Rotel ain't Rotel, listen, they got some seasoning on it. What the hell? So, anywho, we go ahead and crack this Himalayan salt up in here. I did about like a teaspoon of Himalayan salt. But, you know, it's kind of hard to crack, you know, turn these things, you know. Then, I'll go ahead and crack some black pepper in there. Y'all know black pepper's my friend. Love me some black pepper. Yes, ma'am. So, with that being said, I got this going. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add some granulated powdered onion powder. I'm going to go ahead and add this in here into the bowl. Yes. So, I tried to get as much as I could out of that one large side, but I couldn't really get too much out of that. So, now I'm getting ready to open it up on the opposite side and just sprinkle a little bit in there, okay? Then I'm going in with the garlic powder. I'm putting my seasonings up at the same time so they won't be on the counter. So we got like a tablespoon of garlic powder there. And so now we got some smoked paprika, going in with the smoked paprika. And add about like maybe, a little bit under a tablespoon of smoked paprika. So we blend in all these spices together so we can season up this ground turkey. Now, mind you, this is the ground turkey that I'm cooking that I had got back in March, and I froze in the freezer. Now, this is some frozen Velveeta And this is some creamy cheese dip. And of course, I'm gonna open up my tomatoes. Now, I buy the Velveeta by the block, and what I did is I just, seeing I'm not going through it so fast, I just cut it up in cubes. And so when I need it for a recipe, some cheese for recipes, I just put it in Ziploc bags. I stuck it in my freezer, and I could just pull it out for those recipes, y'all. So this is one of those particular recipes that calls for pantry items, which is that can of tomatoes, and freezer meal, which is the ground turkey. And refrigerator meal, this is the onions and the jalapenos. So, of course, the seasonings from the pantry. There we go. So now I'm adding a little extra virgin olive oil to the pan here. This is where I'm going to go ahead and put this in, okay? And now we're going to let this little couple of tablespoons of olive oil heat up so I can add the ground turkey to the pan. Okay? This was a very delicious meal. You're going to find a couple of secrets in this meal. And this is my turkey that I had pre-packaged myself after buying it from the store. And definitely this is a freezer and pantry staple meal. So now I'm trying to break up the frozen little block of ice that was in the middle. It wasn't that much, but hey, just breaking it up with my fingers, and it's going to be good. It's cooking all together. So now I'm going to add here, I'm rinsing my hands real good and washing them. And then now I'm getting ready to get a silverware, which is a fork, so I can cook the turkey. Now I need to break up the frozen part of the turkey, ground turkey, so it can cook evenly. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add a tablespoon and a half of the seasoning that I blended together, and this is going to help season up this ground turkey as well as the vegetables that I have to put in here with it. So now I'm going to cook this halfway, and then I'm going to add a little onion and little jalapeno peppers in with this. So now I'm cooking this really good. And next step is to add the jalapeno peppers and a few onions that I'm about to add in here now. Okay? So now I am showing you that it's halfway done. And now I'm getting ready to add the jalapeno peppers and the onions off in here so it can cook it on up and have heat and flavor with this meal. Okay, in the dish. It's not too hot, because once you discard of the seeds from the jalapeno, that means it makes it milder. The heat from the jalapenos is mild. But if you keep the seeds in there, it will make it hotter. So it was just right, So now I'm adding the rest of those jalapenos and onions on the side. And the reason of that is because there's liquid in this pan. And this is going to help saute the rest of those so they can be translucent in order to taste very well, not crunchy in this dish, okay? How many of you guys like Rotel? If you do, comment down below and tell me, is Rotel one of your go-to meals on a day that you're really busy or not? Rather if it's not, if you like Rotel. I've seen a couple of other recipes with Rotel. I've seen Rotel pasta, Rotel bake, that people have taken Rotel and put it on soft tortillas and rolled it over and put cheese to it and stuff and made like an enchilada. I've seen all types of different ways that they use Rotel. Well, me, I typically really like it the same way I first met it. And when I met it on some tortilla chips. So now we're going to go ahead and incorporate. The next step is to get everything situated for it as adding my next secret seasoning. And here you finna get this secret seasoning. So now the secret seasoning right there, some taco seasoning. Yes, taco seasoning. So I'm just going to add just a little of this taco seasoning, which it gives it a good flavor, y'all. A little smokiness, a little Mexican feel. Yes, but it's going to be awesome because it really amps this Rotel up to the next level. Okay, now this, you don't necessarily have to use the seasons that I used earlier in this Rotel. You can actually just use the taco seasoning. And yes, y'all, I did come back and add just a little bit more because it needed it. Okay, so now I am putting it up, and now I'm mixing it all together and incorporating everything all nice and well and swell. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. Yes. So now we're going to keep stirring this in real good, and we're gonna move it on over to the. Now you know I had dropped that little piece. I had to taste that, y'all. And that's clean up my mess. Y'all see I'm cleaning my mess with my fingers. So yes, this is an easy, quick meal. Also a go-to too for your family. Your children can make this. Of course you can make this if you have these staples on hand. So let's see what the next step is. Okay, so now I'm moving the pot over to the heat where the pan was. Go ahead and add all my meat into this pot here. And we're gonna add from here, after adding all the meat, we're gonna go ahead and add that open can of tomatoes, those frozen cheese, Velveeta cheese cubes, and just a few tablespoons. I used a fork, but a few tablespoons of that smooth, creamy cheese that was in the jar. So let's get to that part right now. So here we go. We got the tomatoes, those nice tomatoes. We can go ahead, because the juices from the tomatoes is what's going to help the cheese melt. And then we go ahead and add the cheese and the Velveeta cheese. And then we'll go ahead and add the rest of that few little seasonings that was in that bowl. And then now we're going to go ahead and add the extra, just add a couple of tablespoons of this jar cheese. That's going to help it be, Rotel, the Rotel cheese is creamy, but this helps give it a little more, much more richer and a creamier taste. Now, some people like to add cream cheese in theirs, but me, I don't add no cream cheese. I just go ahead and just add these two types of cheese and stuff. Some people like to use the shredded cheese and stuff. I just add these two, and it comes out very delicious. So now I'm just incorporating everything together, because the juices from the tomatoes will definitely melt the cheese. And yeah, so now we're just mixing it in very well. I'm going to put that top on top of this pot, and that, with the heat being infused inside the pot, this is what's going to help that cheese melt as well. So check it out. Now I wanted to give you another view angle of how this all is coming together. So it looks thick. Of course, Rotel has to look thick. But once the cheese starts melting, and the more that the liquid from the tomatoes start getting soft, you'll see the difference. Okay, y'all. So now everything has been incorporated. You see how I cooked the meat. I added a little bit of those jalapenos and diced onions also into the meat, and then I cooked it halfway done, and then I wanted to add the rest of them on the side of that pan, because the olive oil and the seasoning from the meat will season the onions and jalapenos. This is how you do to make Rotel with the things that you have at home in your pantry and also in your refrigerator and your freezer, okay? And this is turkey rotel, okay? Now, I didn't have the canned rotel. I had a can of diced tomatoes, okay? But then I had frozen Velveeta. I had some jarred smooth and creamy cheese. I had some jalapenos, and I had a half an onion, and we make it do what it do with the seasonings that I had, with the onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, Himalayan salt, smoked paprika, and then a little pack of that little bit of taco seasoning, okay, which is going to amp it up to a much more blended flavor. Try it out, you guys. Try it out. You may not need to add all the other seasonings. You can just add just that taco seasoning and add your cheese and your tomatoes, and hey, it will still taste good, okay? And your jalapenos and pepper. So if you have jar jalapenos, you can add those. You know, just dice them up a little bit. You know, drizzle just a little bit of the juice so it can give it a little heat, okay? But hey, this is Rotel in its finest, okay? Let's get into it. Let's see what it looked like, okay? Okay, y'all. So now I'm back showing you the Rotel. Now it looks like it has some more liquid in it, but what it's doing is that the cheese has started to melt. The tomatoes and the juices have started to translucent real good. So now what it's going to do is it's going to continue cooking, and then it's going to reduce. It's reducing down now, and now I'm just showing you how it has started reducing. Okay. Now I'm going to let it sit and let it thicken on its own, and then we're going to plate it up and let you see what the Rotel I made my way is, okay? All right, with a few little pantry staples, okay, y'all. So now it has thickened on its own. I got these chips, which is these little mini tortilla chips, into the bowl, and now I'm just dipping up this Rotel here, and let's get into showing you what it looks like. Look at that. It looks so delicious, y'all. Now I'm going to go ahead and add, I had some French onion dip from Great Value, and I added a little bit of that on top. You know, not sour cream, but it tastes like sour cream. It's just French onion dip, you know, and sour cream. And so anyway, I put a couple of dollops of that on top. And then I added on top some pickled jalapenos, okay? And that's just for prettiness, you know, just prettiness. And it was not super hot, because I want to tell you this. When you shield the seeds out of the jalapenos and you add it into this Rotel, once the seeds are gone, the jalapenos are not hot. Now, those jalapenos are spicy because they're pickled in their own juices with the seeds, okay? So you get more spice with the pickled ones than you do the fresh ones. So let me show you how. So how does it look? With just a few ingredients, and it smells awesome. Let's try it. Put a little bit right here. Got a little dollop right there. Let's see if I can add a little jalapeno to it. I'm gonna add one of these little jalapenos up. Fell to the side, but that's okay. Oh my Lord. Got a little heat to it. It's just right. I'm going with a fork. I love Rotel. So good, y'all. So good. See ya. I'm gonna have to know how I made this pantry staple Rotel with just a few ingredients, come on, get in here and see how I did. Follow me over at Simple Meals by T Vlog. That's right. Simple Meals by T Vlog, and space the wordings. Love you guys. Bye.